What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA Saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, to be honest, for today's video I don't have a breathtaking news, but at the same time I have some questions that might be very important for MMTLP community. And today's video potentially will give you more information about the diversification of two separate cases that we can see that are surrounding, I would say, MMTLP Saga for quite a while. And before we dive deep into all of these, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. On top of that, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And for now, guys, I have three tiers. It is Discord access tier, Safe Haven and Gold tier. And if you want to just be in line with all the latest news and with the most recent actions and potential upcoming actions of the US stock market, it is more than enough to join just Discord access. If you want me to cover your personal position and if you want me to create a plan for you to invest in stock market, Safe Haven is for you. The only difference in between these two tiers is that on Safe Haven tier you will have a monthly 30-minute Zoom call session with me. And the Gold tier is for people who want to take the most from my experience and from my knowledge. And in this tier you will have a 30 minutes weekly Zoom call with me where I will teach you how to beat the market. On top of that, guys, for the members of this tier I will give my personal signals where to enter and where to leave the position. I will do it when market conditions are more predictable for swing positions. So, and let me give you a sneak peek on the Discord group. You can see that I publish a lot of updates on the market, and as you can see, I even make predictions of its upcoming movements. And if you follow my channel for quite some time, you know that I have a very high level of experience in this type of trades. And guys, in this Discord group, I explain a lot to my patrons, and I do a lot of technical analysis on demand on different assets. Here is the general sentiment of the market on April the 10th. Here is INTC, ISRG. Here is JD, RKLB, MSTR, and other ticker symbols. You can see that I do it pretty much 2 or 3 times a week. And all of my community members know how to benefit out of these market conditions. So guys, and today's video I want to begin with this information again. You know that Daniel Oxer is the person who is fighting for MMTLP community for quite a while, and for now he is extremely quiet in his actions and in his results. And several videos ago I showed you that he made an update on his current status, and he told me that he is about to file a new lawsuit that will be against several companies or even several people, and we have to wait for these results. Unfortunately, he had some issues, not issues, but he had some additional information that he has to elaborate in order to make everything in line with new data. But for now, guys, I have to say that he's not only the person who is pursuing litigational path to the resolution and so-called non-litigational path to the resolution. He is also, let me show you, he started a Kickstarter campaign for his novel. And if you want to support him, you can see that he's already collected about $9,500 out of $15,600. So he achieved his goal for 60%. And yes, I think this is quite interesting novel. It is not directly related to our case, but it might be very interesting for you. So let me show you another news, and I would say that I'm a bit disappointed well, when I see this type of tweets. John Burda reposted the tweet of G, Ham Naked Shorts, and you know that previously this person had a Twitter account Ham Short Killer. And yes, he was extremely active in MMTLP community, and some people might not like my personal point of view on his actions, but in a minute I will show you why I don't like this type of tweets. So, Ham Short Killer wrote, then Devi will give up all the naked shorts who used his firm. Arrest him and watch him rat on all of them. Start with him, it ends the fraud quick once the accounts and stocks they looted are exposed. And he refers to his own tweet that he wrote basically just yesterday about the Dan Dario, CEO of Concord, and he added this screenshot of the article that was published on let me show you in details. It is a marketfrauds.to, and I showed you this website several times, and to be honest, I don't like this type of sources because well, if you remember, you can see that Junk Savvy also reposted several articles from this website, and the article by itself is quite misleading. It has this statement, and when you see, guys, when you see this type of statements that no one can prove, we shouldn't rely on this so-called news, on these facts, so-called facts, because of just one mention in the internet. So it says, what happened 6 months later after next bridge was halted was also interesting. Anson Funds contacted Roth Capital seeking to buy shares of next bridge. 10 million shares at 30 cents a share to cover their short position. This is all documented. And guys, well, I cannot find any type of mentions of this fact, and no one, literally no one, can provide me these documents. I asked a lot of people, and I asked publicly in my videos, but well, guys, this documentation doesn't exist. And let me show you this quite good statement. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. And this is a very famous, so-called famous statement of Abraham Lincoln. So I think you get my point, and let me show you, well, again, we have to be very professional. We shouldn't rely on these, let's say, shady facts that doesn't have any grounds behind it. We should rely only on the statements that we can prove in court. And guys, ask yourself honestly, can you go, can you file a lawsuit that is based on this type of articles? Definitely you cannot. It is just wasting your time and money. That is why, guys, I don't like when some people inside MMTLP community is trying to, well, to do this type of investigation based on just smoke and mirrors. On top of that, if you think Ham Short Killer is a fighter and he fights for MMTLP community, I think it is also quite debatable statement, because if you take a look at the well, Waxy Twitter account, his Twitter ID is polypeanuts3. You can see a lot of statements that was written by Ham Short Killer, and well, this is potential evidence that Ham Short Killer is just a pumper, because a lot of his actions in social medias related to the stocks that he wanted to pump. And I don't want to tell anything about his actions, but what is a huge red flag for me is that when I see this type of people who potentially might be involved in this type of activity, I will not rely on this on the information that comes from this type of people. So let me show you a more credible, I would say, source of information. And RareDD, guys, again, I don't want to tell you that RareDD is the crystal clear person and he makes all of his statements are 100% truth. But guys, he does a lot of work in order to find out the truth, and definitely some of his statements might not reflect all points of view to the problem. But guys, in his due diligence you can see a lot of questions. He asks these questions and he wants to see the answers. He doesn't make any statements that potentially might mislead you, but he asks these questions that potentially might lead us to some new substantial developments. And let me show you one of his latest tweets. On June the 6th he wrote, "Finra waited more than 3 months after the U3 halt of MMTLP to formally address what occurred. Yet somehow Finra left out that there were fraud tips and investigations into MMTLP and MMAT from both FINRA and the SEC that likely should have prevented the processing of the MMTLP corporate action, at least until the investigation were complete. It appears that FINRA tried to keep this information a secret, because FINRA needed to publish the fraudulent MMTLP corporate action that they created, because the U3 halt was FINRA's planned solution to prevent the reconciliation of the share imbalance. Why would FINRA do this? Because the very members on the UPC committee responsible for issuing the U3 halt represented firms with liabilities in MMTLP. Remember, FINRA doesn't deny that there is existing short interest from MMTLP, but they refuse to provide data or allow an audit to show the actual amount of existing short interest. This is only scratching the surface, but keep in mind that this was the way FINRA first addressed the controversy. Are these the actions of a regulator with nothing to hide? And guys, as you can see, yes, he asks a lot of questions, and through these questions and through many other questions we might see the resolution of our case. And yes, the majority of these questions should be answered and should be proven. The majority of these statements should be proven in court. That is why, guys, I think the only path, the most effective, I would say, path to the resolution is definitely the litigation processes. Unfortunately, for now, I don't have any additional updates on the active cases. But again, let me show you another quite interesting statements. You know that a lot of people want to see an answer, for example, for quite tricky questions like why didn't NBH pay for the Orogrande leases, and definitely these actions led to the cancellation of the agreement. And for now we don't have any information from Greg McCabe, we don't have any information from John Burda, and we know that, well, let me show you this first of all. Syntax Queen of the Metaverse, let me show you this in details, wrote this tweet, and she said, "What's happening to MMTLP investors isn't a failure, it's willful neglect, wrapped in bureaucracy, enabled by regulatory capture, and protected by a system that rewards silence and punishes truth." And guys, we have basically two separate cases of MMTLP. One case is the potential actions of NextBridge Hydrocarbons, Torchlight Energy, and Metamaterials board of directors that led to let's say some kind of pump and dump actions. And on the other hand, we have some actions from authorities without explanation, and it is, for example, a U3 halt that was implemented by FINRA without the explanation what was this extraordinary events that led them to these actions. And I have to admit that a lot of people want to have just one answer on their questions: who is guilty in MMTLP case? And we cannot have this answer because, in my opinion, there is multiple parties that potentially could be involved in these actions that lead to the current status. That is why, guys, let me show you, for example, this response to Syntax Queen of the Metaverse's tweet. Danny wrote this MMTLP, and Bailey DeVroe wrote, "Yeah, company neglected to pay rent for 5 years and lost assets, and McCabe sold 6.7 million shares knowing that." Yes, guys, we know it for sure, and this was the fact that was written in the official statement of next breach hydrocarbons that Greg McCabe and John Burda sold some of their shares without any explanations, and they sold it allegedly at the very high prices, and these high prices, again, and the opinion of some community members, could be the result of their own pump and dump actions. And yes, we have to investigate this even deeper, but this fact doesn't correspond and doesn't relate it to the U3 halt that was implemented from authorities' side. And we don't have any explanation from both sides of this conflict. Why did it happen? And well, as I mentioned previously, and as I told you multiple times, we cannot have a partial justice, and that is why we have to know all the details about this saga. And that is why, guys, I am here, because I am completely unbiased. I don't have any stocks and didn't have it, and that is why I can show you both sides of the conflict, and that is why you can rely on my opinion as a part of your due diligence. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed.